Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Welcome to the next session, that is lecture number 7. I hope you are able to see the screen there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, in this session, we will be solving few more problems on Zener diode. Um, okay, so 55 of you are here. I hope the first hour is left and you are all able to log in. Still 5 more have to join. Fine. Okay, we'll start the class. All right, this was the problem that was given to you as a homework. I wanted you to analyze the circuit and um, think about how to solve this problem to get the solution there. Let us discuss few points there. So those who were finding difficulty in understanding the circuit, please pay attention. Um, because I sense some of you are not comfortable with the circuit. So let's see how I can be more clear in explaining things, okay? So observe here, this is a circuit and it is mentioned that Zener diode maintains a constant output voltage of 7.2 volts there, all right? So, and as you can observe from the circuit, let me ask question to someone. Okay, Ajit Shetty, can you tell me what type of regulation, voltage regulation is this? This circuit is the example of what type of regulation? Ajit Shetty, can you come in? It is showing that you are there, but you are not responding. Okay, Bhumika, you are there? See, this is the
Yes,
problem.
ma'am.
You're there? Okay. Can you tell me what type of regulation is it? It is load regulation. I got the answer from Ajit Shetty. I don't know what is the problem with the mic there. You're not able to speak. Okay, fine. All right. Yes, this is the load regulation as the circuit indicates that the load is variable there. And from the question, as it mentions there, there is a constant input voltage. So in load regulation, we discussed yesterday in the class that in load regulation, the input will be fixed, and the load will be varying. All right. So observe here. Um, and one more point to bring to your notice that uh, we understood all the circuits with respect to the KCL that we apply here at this node. I hope all of you are aware of what is KCL, Kirchhoff current law. All right. So according to Kirchhoff current law, when we apply at this node where my mouse is pointing to, then I is equal to Iz plus IL. So according to Kirchhoff current law, it states that um, the income number of or the total currents entering the circuit junction or the node will be equal to the total currents leaving the node, isn't it? Or in a simple language to say, summation of incoming currents at a node will be equal to summation of outgoing currents. So according to KCL, here I will be equal to Iz plus IL. Okay, remember this equation because we need to understand the circuit here based on this equation. Okay, now observe, if RL is varying, okay, if RL is varying, say we take some particular value, say minimum RL. If RL is minimum, if the resistance in a particular branch or a network is minimum, what will be the value of the current here?
Maximum.
Maximum. Correct. Exactly correct. Yeah. Thank you, Ashvija. You're very interactive. I really appreciate you. And I expect the same thing from others. Yeah. So when you're interactive, like it shows that you're attentive and whether you're following or not. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Okay. So when RL is minimum, obviously IL will be maximum because when resistance is less, more current will flow through that path, right? IL will be maximum. Now observe here from the circuit, the equation KCL, right? So here at the input side, the input voltage is constant, right? So I will not change. It will remain constant based on the value of the resistor what you have taken. It will remain constant, right? So in order to maintain this equation balanced, what will be the value of IZ, the Zener current, whether it will be minimum or maximum?
Minimum.
Be minimum, isn't it? It will be minimum, right? So I is equal to IZ plus IL. Yes, yeah, I am getting your understanding. Let's first understand. Okay. So when RL is minimum, understand the point here. When RL is minimum, IL will be maximum. Okay, and Zener current will also be minimum. Okay. So we are already clear that this Zener current should be such that it should be in such a value or position that it is operating the Zener diode in the breakdown region. What I'm trying to say here, which means this current should be sufficient enough such that the Zener diode is operating in the breakdown region, which means it is operating in the breakdown region and maintaining constant voltage across it, right? So this Zener current now, it depends on the value of RL, isn't it? So RL value also should be such that it should be more than the minimum value so that the Zener current also will be more than the minimum value, minimum Zener current, wherein the Zener diode will be in the breakdown region. So bring to your remembrance that Zener diode is in breakdown region means that Zener diode is operating in breakdown region, which means, in other words, it will maintain constant output across its terminals. That is point number one. Okay. Now, point number two, I want to bring to your notice. Yesterday, I observed that. See, now you have Zener diode here, and RL is connected in parallel with Zener diode. Okay. So, if at all I'm saying Zener diode is having constant voltage across its terminal, okay, observe the pointers there. Across its terminals means across anode and cathode. If a constant voltage is maintained, and RL is connected in parallel with this Zener diode, then voltage measured at these two terminals will also be same. The voltage what you measure across Zener diode will appear same across this RL. In other words, to say E naught will be equal to the voltage across the Zener diode. Okay, that is point number two. Now, coming back to the RL value again. Now observe here, if RL is maximum, what happens to IL? IL will be minimum, isn't it? So when resistance is more, the current flowing through it will be less. So IL will be minimum. So according to the KCL, what will happen to Zener current? It will be maximum, isn't it? So when RL is maximum, Zener current is maximum and IL will be minimum. Please note all these points, all right? And according to our condition, if we want the Zener diode to operate in breakdown region and maintain constant voltage, then this maximum Zener current also should not exceed the specified maximum value so that the device doesn't break down or there is a damage to the Zener diode. Okay, so this maximum Zener current also should be within the range, within the maximum limit, according to specified by the data sheets where the maximum power dissipation will be always specified. So maximum power dissipation is nothing but which indicates what is the maximum power that can be withstand by the device. Okay, it should not cross the particular specified value. So all these are prerequisites to understand to solve this problem. I hope it is clear now at this stage. Okay, now going to the problem there. Now in the problem it indicates that the output current IL is in this range, 12 to 100 milliamps. Okay, and what is asked, it is expected to find the series resistance value. Find the value of the R that has to be connected here so that the voltage across the Zener diode is maintained at 7.2 volts. And all other specified things are given there. Fixed input voltage is given and IL ranges is given. All right. So now how to proceed? Now we want R, right? We want R value. We have this input voltage. We know what is the voltage across the Zener diode. It is specified there. All right. Now what do we have to find out? What do we have to find out from this? We need to calculate R, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So can we apply KVL there? Can we apply KVL? Yeah, I'm getting some chat responses here. Yes, correct. Very good. Since my slides are open, I'll not be able to track your chat. Okay. Yeah. Can we apply KVL here in this loop? So what would be our KVL expression? Yeah, this is for the students, those who are not able to be with me. I'm just going in detail here for few of them. I understood that many of you are not able to solve problems. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. No, we can't use KVL. Okay. Why is that? Let me see. Let's see here. If I apply KVL now, what will be our equation? Is it minus E1 plus I into R plus Vz is equal to 0? Is that our equation? Please note down. Is that our KVL? When we apply KVL, minus E1 plus I into R plus Vz is equal to 0. All right. So in that, there are two unknown terms, right? I and R. We don't know I also. Can we substitute I there with KCL? Can we substitute I? I is equal to Iz plus IL. Is it possible?
IL.
Sorry, yes, Sean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Possible.
Okay. Okay. So substituting I is equal to Iz plus IL. Now tell me, to maintain constant voltage across Zener diode, we want minimum RL, isn't it? So RL to be minimum, what will be the value of IL? IL should be maximum and Iz should be minimum, isn't it? According to our discussion, what we had now. So for RL to be minimum, all right, Iz will be minimum and IL will be maximum. So can we substitute in terms of I there as Iz minimum and IL to be maximum? And do we have those values given in the question there? Do we have those values? Iz minimum, do you have? Yeah, it is specified here. The minimum Zener current is given, correct? And maximum IL is also given. Fine. So when you substitute in KVL, so here in terms of I, substitute Iz plus IL, all right? So your KVL will be where the second expression from the equation what I just now read out, minus E1 plus I into R plus Vz is equal to 0 will be the KVL. From that expression, R will be equal to E1 or EI, okay. EI minus E0 by Iz plus IL. So EI is given there as 12 volts and E0 is nothing but The voltage across Zener diode will be same appearing at the output terminals. So E naught will be 7.2 same. Okay. IZ minimum plus IL maximum. IZ minimum is given as 10 milliamps, and IL maximum is given as 100 milliamps. Substitute that. So R value will be 43.5. Are you able to follow that? Okay. So for that, again, this theoretical part is important. You have to understand this theory. All right. And you have to know the conditions of the Zener diode, where we discussed all the characteristics there, river characteristics, if you can recall things. Okay. In order to maintain the Zener diode in the breakdown region, the current, minimum Zener current and maximum Zener current should be within the range. Okay. The minimum Zener current should be such that it keeps the Zener diode in the breakdown region. Okay, and the maximum value should not exceed so that it should not damage. So again, in this voltage regulation, whether it is in line regulation or load regulation, the values of input voltage or the RL value should be within the range, that is within minimum and maximum range, so that again the Zener diode operates in the breakdown region. So all these points has to be observed and noted. Okay, let me change my window. Okay. So just again, I'll summarize the points here. So from the circuit, those who want to read this, if you are not able to follow my language, you can read this. I have given the explanation here. Okay. So from this voltage regulator circuit, if you observe there, is the screen visible? Didn't check it. Is it visible? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So from this, we know the Zener diode. If we are using it as a voltage regulator, then we can regulate the voltage across Zener diode by either varying the input voltage or the RL value. All right. And from KCL, we know that the currents in the circuit will be I will be equal to IZ plus IL. Right. So, and the output voltage what you measure will be equal to the voltage across the Zener diode, because RL is connected in parallel with the Zener diode. So output voltage will be equal to VZ. V naught will be equal to VZ. Okay. If I'm going fast, please let me know. All right. So from KCL, we have this equation. You can write down and be with me as I explain. KCL is equal to I is equal to IZ plus IL. It as equation number 1. So from that equation, our Zener current IZ will be equal to I minus IL. Take it as equation number 2. Okay. Now, from applying KVL, we know I can be written as VI minus V naught by R, right? We'll go back to this outer loop. Go to this outer loop. If you apply KVL to this, yeah. So the main current I will be equal to VI minus V naught by R, right? Substitute this I in equation number 2. Substitute this I in equation number 2 here. All right. So you get IZ is equal to VI minus V naught by R minus IL. So from our discussion, what we had till now, right? So if IL is maximum, IZ will be minimum, isn't it? From our expressions and the discussion what we had. If RL value is less, IL will be maximum and IZ will be minimum, right? If for minimum value of RL, IL will be maximum and IZ will be minimum. That is what we have discussed till now. For maximum value of RL, IL will be minimum and Iz will be maximum, correct? So from that, let's see in this equation. Now, in this equation 3, right? So, assuming that if my Vi is varying from, say, Vi minimum to Vi maximum, if Vi is ranging from Vi minimum and Vi maximum, then assuming IL to be varying from IL minimum to IL maximum. So from our discussion, okay, Iz maximum, let us go from minimum. Iz minimum will be equal to, right, Vi minimum minus V naught by R minus IL maximum. Can I write like that? I will repeat. Iz minimum, when Iz is minimum, IL will be maximum, right? So assuming that Vi also is minimum, only when Vi is minimum, Iz will be minimum, correct? We will solve a problem to understand that, right? So Iz minimum will be equal to Vi minimum minus V naught by R, the expression here, minus IL maximum. So this difference, what we take, it should be always greater than Iz minimum, right? So that to keep the Zener diode in breakdown region. That is what I'm trying to say here, which is nothing but the summary of the discussion what we had. All right. And Iz maximum, okay, this difference, Vi max minus V naught by R minus IL minimum. This difference should be always less than Iz maximum. Again, to keep the Zener diode within the breakdown region and to maintain the constant output voltage across it. Or in other words to say, to use Zener diode as a voltage regulator, these two are the conditions which has to be maintained. Okay, the Zener diode current should be within the minimum and maximum value, and it should be within this range, the difference here, according to the input current and the load current, right? So this condition should be taken care of. And we know that if maximum range is not given, maximum Zener current is not given, then we should always go for checking the power dissipation. So based on the power dissipation value that is specified in the data sheet, and what is that the voltage constant value we want to maintain, accordingly the current we have to adjust by adjusting RL, right? Adjusting the load current. Okay, so yeah, we have already discussed now. The regulation is of two types, line and load regulation. So generally the percentage regulation is given by this ratio, change in output voltage to change in the input, right, into 100. This is your percentage regulation. Please note down, you might expect some numericals based on this. Calculate the percentage regulation, something like that. Okay. And finally, the load regulation will be always measured in terms of percentage. So to calculate the load regulation or the percentage regulation of the Zener diode, we'll always go for the output with load and without load. Okay, here VNL indicates no load, so output with no load, and FL indicates full load, so with load and without load. So VNL minus VFL by VNL into 100 will be your percentage regulation in terms of load regulation. Okay, so when there is load, what is your output, and without load, what is your output, you will note down separately and find the percentage regulation. So that's the procedure in practical scenario. Please note down all these expressions. You need to know them when you're explaining or discussing Zener diode. Are you with me so far? Are you with me? Am I fast? Okay, fine. Okay. We'll proceed with problems now. Can you see this slide? Next page. Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
visible? Okay. All right. Now observe here, I think this question we have already solved. Is it? Please go through the question. Have we solved this? For the circuit shown, find the output voltage drop across series resistance and the current through the Zener diode.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Already solved.
we have already solved this. Okay, we'll go to the next example. Yeah, take this example. For the circuit shown, find the maximum and minimum values of Zener diode current. First, understand the question. For the circuit shown, find the maximum and minimum values of Zener diode current. Take down the question. Note down all the given points there. And observe what is asked. First, observe what is given and what is asked. And see whether you can try. What type of regulation is it? It is line regulation, isn't it? The input voltage is varying and the range is given there. 80.
With the maximum Zener current 9 milliamps.
Maximum Zener current is maximum is 9 what?
Yes, ma'am, 9 milliamps.
Ah, yeah. Correct. Correct. So, yeah, go through this problem and you are expected to calculate the maximum and minimum Zener diode current there. Okay. So, let's start from calculating the maximum Zener current. So,
Ma'am, the minimum is 1 milliamps.
yeah, Shreya, yeah, you can wait for the explanation there. Let others also follow. Now observe here, the output RL is fixed, right? So RL is fixed means IL also will be fixed. It will not be varying, right? So now IZ, it depends on the input. If the input is varying, IZ also will vary, right? So based on this information, based on this basics, you have to understand how to calculate. All right. So let us start from maximum Zener current. To calculate maximum Zener current, okay, first assume that the input voltage is maximum. Take input voltage to be maximum, all right, and see what will be the value. Now calculate the voltage across this 5 kilo ohm resistance. Okay, now again applying KVL there. Assuming VI to be 120 volts, all right, and the voltage across Zener diode, it is given there, it is 50. Then the drop across this resistor will be according to KVL. You have to apply KVL there. So 120 minus 50 will be 70. That is the drop across this resistor. You can call it as VS or whatever name. All right. Now current through this 5 kilo ohms. All right. So that is given by 70 by 5 kilo ohms. 70 volts is what you just now calculated. 70 by 5 kilo ohms. So that will be your I, 14 milliamps. The current I here. Okay, this I. All right, this is simple basic Ohm's law there. V by R. I is equal to V by R. So V you calculated using KVL. Applying KVL. 120 minus 50 will be this VR. VS, sorry, VS. Okay, so load current As I said, it will be fixed. IL will be fixed. Okay, how do you calculate that? IL, observe here the output at this point, the voltage across these 2 points also will be 50 volts, right? So 50 by the RL value, 10 kilo ohms. 50 volts by 10 kilo ohms will be your IL, which is 5 milliamps. I hope you're copying down and noting down things, and you're also following things. Okay. Now, according to KCL, this is KCL, sorry, not KVL. According to KCL, I is equal to IL plus IZ. Okay, from this, we can calculate Zener current IZ, which is maximum Zener current. Okay, I minus IL. So I, we calculated it to be 14 milliamps. Okay, 14 minus IL is 5 milliamps. So IZ, maximum IZ will be 9 milliamps. Similarly, to find the minimum Zener current, you will take input to be minimum. The input voltage, take it the minimum value 80. Now again apply KVL. All right. Find the voltage across the voltage, resistor there, which will come to 80 minus 50. That will be 30 volts. So current will vary in the circuit accordingly. So I will be now 30 volts by 5 kilo ohms, which will come to 6 milliamps. Because as the input voltage is varying, current also will vary. Because resistor will be fixed. Okay, as the input voltage is varying, current will vary. So that is what we are calculating here. Okay. Now current I is 6 milliamps. Load current will be fixed. It will not change, which you have already calculated, 5 milliamps. Okay. Load current IL will be 5 milliamps, which you have already calculated. All right. Now minimum Zener current IZ minimum will be I minus IL. So your I is 6 milliamps, IL is 5 milliamps, will be 1 milliamp. The answer will be 1 milliamp. So minimum Zener current is 1 milliamps and maximum Zener current is 9 milliamps. Okay, very good. Jane, you have got the answer. Good. I hope all of you are with me and you are able to follow that. Those who have difficulty in following, please note down the things. And if you have any doubt, please get it clarified. And it's all simple KVL, KCL and Ohm's law, right? I hope at this stage you should be familiar with applying KVL, KCL and Ohm's law. Are you all with me? Should we proceed? Okay, yeah. Okay, take this next problem. And you should be able to solve this. In the circuit, determine the load current, the Zener current, power dissipated in resistor RS, power dissipated in resistor RL, power dissipated in Zener diode. And for your information, all these examples what I'm showing you or making you solve, it is all exam problems. The questions that appeared in exams, previous year's exams. The circuit is shown there. Input is 18 volts. RS is 270 ohms. RL is 1 kilo ohm. The voltage across Zener diode.
Ma'am, is the load current 0.01 amps?
Yeah, Shwija, I request you to please hold on your answers. I'll ask you. Okay. What did you say? What was the answer?
0.01 load.
Load current. What did you do? Load current. Okay. Load current. 10 milliamps. Correct. Please hold on, Ashwija. Let others also follow. Please don't be discouraged. I'm just concentrating on those who are slow in understanding, only that. Okay, the load current, the Zener current, power dissipated means how do you calculate? P is equal to, you can take it as I square R. Yeah, you can apply I square R. Okay, and power dissipated in Zener diode, you can take P is equal to VI, right? So that means you have to calculate Zener current, which is already asked there. Okay, load current. How do we proceed with load current? Simple Ohm's law again. IL is equal to V by RL, V naught by RL. So V naught will be 10 and RL will be 1 volt, 1 kilo ohm, sorry, 1 kilo ohm. So that gives you 10 milliamps. Load current is 10 milliamps. So to find the Zener current, you need to check this equation, that is KCL. I is equal to IL plus IZ. Okay, so in this, to find Zener current, you should also know IS. So for that, first calculate IS applying KVL here. Apply KVL and find the current IS in this first loop. So the KVL is given here. You can see there. You can also write it as going in the direction of the arrow indicated here, minus 18 plus IS into RS plus VZ is equal to 0. Isn't it? Minus 18 or VI plus IS into RS plus VZ is equal to 0. Or otherwise, this is also correct. VI minus IS RS minus VZ is equal to 0. This is also correct. Multiplying by negative sign the whole equation. That's all. Then IS RS on the left hand side will be equal to VI minus VZ on the right hand side. IS will be equal to VI minus VZ by RS. VI is given as 18. VZ is given as 10 volts, sorry, 10 volts. And RS is 270 ohms. Substitute that, you will get I or IS as 29.62 milliamps. Please do it, don't just copy. Please do it and verify the answers.
Should I tell all the answers?
What? Oh, no. Wait, Ashwija. Or you can, enter in the chat box. I'll check it. Okay, so now you have IS, you have IL. Calculate Zener current. That is all. What is the second sub question? Zener current will be IS minus IL, which will come to 19.62 milliamps. I hope all the values are matching. Yeah, yes, okay, good. Okay. Now, power dissipated, you can take P is equal to I square R. So you have calculated IS there, you have calculated IL there, and you know the values of RS and RL. For Zener diode, you can take P is equal to V into I. So you know Zener current, you know VZ, substitute. So here is the power dissipated in RS, RL and Zener diode. Please verify your answers and please let me know if it is matching with yours. Yeah, 0.237. 0.237, yeah. That is in resistor, okay, 0.237, yeah. All right, RS, resistor RS, correct. Yeah. Next will be RL, calculate for RL. Please warn me if I'm fast. Please don't sit quiet if you are not able to follow. Yes, Ashwija, correct. Yeah, I'm getting your answers. All answers are correct. PZ, just check PZ. Is it 0.29? I've got here 196.2 milliwatt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. I hope all have tried and you have entered your answers here in the chat box. Okay, let's go to the last problem. Which is this? No, we'll go to this problem. Okay. Take this problem. For the circuit shown in the figure below, determine the range of RL that will give constant output voltage of 10 volts and determine the power rating of the Zener diode.
Ma'am, what is the current given there?
Current is not given. The input voltage are here. This IZ max is 32 milliamps. Okay, let me read all the parameters there. I'm trying to enlarge. Okay. VI is 50 volts. RS is 1 kilo ohms. VZ is 10 volts. And IZ maximum Zener current is 32 milliamps. And the question is this. For the circuit shown, determine the range of RL. I'm sorry, the scanning is not proper there. Determine the range of RL that will give constant output voltage of 10 volts and determine the power rating of the Zener diode. Please don't share your answers till I ask you. Let all others try. I want everyone to try. We'll go step by step. Okay. Now first understand what is asked and how do we proceed. We need to find the range of RL, right? We have to find the minimum and maximum value of RL, the load resistance. So how do we proceed? Do we know IL there? Let me give the hint. Do we know IL? IZ is given. Do we know IL? Please answer me. IL is not given. Okay, how to calculate IL? How do we calculate?
IZ is given and I can be found out.
I can be found out by? Yeah, tell me, Sean.
RS and VI.
Yeah.
RS and VI.
RS
and VI is given. We can find I. VI.
RS VI. No. It's a loop, isn't it? You can't just take RS and VI there to find I. You have to apply KVL.
Okay. And the Zener diode also.
Yeah, Zener diode is also there. It's a loop, right? So applying KVL, you can find IS.
Okay.
So when you get IS, substitute that in KCL. So IS is equal to IL plus IZ. So there you can substitute and find IL. So you need to find RL, isn't it? So RL again using simple Ohm's law, you can calculate substituting V and I there. You can substitute. You can calculate RL. Try there. Let me see. First, start with what do you know and what you don't know. Okay. First, write down the KCL. First, write down KCL. What is your KCL? IS is equal to IL plus IZ. And try to analyze from the circuit what is given. Only IZ maximum is given. IZ minimum is not given. Okay, and IL is also not known. So to find IL, you should first know IS. So to find IS, first you apply KVL. Yes, Satvik, yes. Yeah, correct. Meville,
40
Satvik.
milliamps.
Yeah, 40 milliamps. Correct. Correct, Sean.
40 milliamps.
Yes,
And
correct.
another one is 8 milliamps. IL.
You are talking about IS or IL? IL. Yeah. Correct.
IL.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah,
I mean,
assuming, okay, let me just give points there. Assuming minimum Zener current to be 0. Okay, it is not given, so there we have to assume that minimum Zener current to be 0. So that will be our first stage. All right, minimum Zener current, assume it to be 0. Then IL will be equal to IS, so which will be 40 milliamps, because you have already calculated IS. Okay, IS you have got as 40 milliamps, so IL also will be yes. Okay, so now RL will be equal to VZ by IL. RL will be equal to VZ by IL. So VZ is 10 and IL you have just now noted it is 40 milliamps. All right. So your RL will be 250 ohms. Satvik and Jane, you're saying it is 1250 ohms. Okay, correct. Maximum range, correct. Yeah. So this is for those who are still behind. RL minimum, what we have got now is 250 ohms. Okay. Now second stage is we know the maximum Zener current there. It is given as 32 milliamps. All right. So we know IS is 40 milliamps and we know maximum Zener current is 32 milliamps. So IL will be equal to IS minus IZ. Please follow me. IL will be equal to IS minus IZ, that is 40 minus 32. Let me share that. We are in this stage now. Where are we? Here. Okay. IS is equal to, IL is equal to IS minus IZ. 40 minus 32, that will come to 8 milliamps. So RL, for the higher range of RL, VZ by IL. So VZ is 10, which will be fixed. IL you have just now calculated as 8 milliamps. So that will come to 1.25 kilo ohms. So your RL range will be this, between 250 ohms to 1.25 kilo ohms. So have you observed the different varieties of questions what we have solved now? Have you observed that? So in this problem, see, we calculated RL, right? That is load regulation, we calculated the RL. In the previous examples, let me show you that. So in this, it was line regulation, all right? And we calculated how to find the different Zener currents. If Zener current is not specified and all other parameters are given, we can also calculate Zener current. This was another variety of the problem. And in this problem, we understood how to calculate the load current. Okay. Load current, Zener current, and power dissipation. So all these are example problems from the question paper, previous question papers. I hope you are with me and you are able to follow. Yes, correct. Either, yeah. Yeah. So any queries there? Any clarifications?
I mean, exam, like, will they give, like, what to assume and all?
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. If at all any parameter, if it is not specified, you can always mention assuming this value so and so. You can always do that. But again, it should be within that, yeah, uh, specifications. You can't simply uh, assume things as you want, whether if it lies within the specifications, within the theory, basic theory there, then you can always assume things. Okay. So here, since Zener minimum Zener current is not given, you can show here, assuming minimum Zener current to be 0. All right. And applying that in KCL. So this is how we have arrived. So based on that, we have got the maximum value of load current. So which will give us minimum value of the load resistor, like that. So that should go in a proper uh, assumption. Assumption also should be acceptable. Okay, fine. All right. So
Ma'am, will they give data sheet in exam?